Very talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can put Limo talk, right? I want professional Vinny. I told him I'll tell you when the cue is to put us on. Mm-hmm. All right, we have a surprise for everybody tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, Bobby Lacerra from Strong Island TV and Strong Island Entertainment and Sicko Merchandising has honored Inns, myself, and board op extraordinaire Richard Zarelli with a new studio. Show everybody there, professional Vinny. Look at that. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that. All right.
That's awesome.
It looks like we're
really
doing
does.
where Richie is. It looks like he's doing LGQPHT, whatever it is. To the left.
Oh, over here, there's like a rainbow.
You see it, Bobby?
Oh, that's the red light on the wall
nice.
back there.
Nice.
Yeah, it
now,
looks
we're all,
like,
now we're all inclusive. I like it.
Limo talk.
We're all
It's
inclusive.
the man, the myth, the legend, Bobby Inns
Hey,
41
how
and
are you?
Zarello back hanging out with us. Hi, Bob.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
Oh, lots.
All right.
Lots is going on.
Board op extraordinaire Richard Zarelli. Rich,
Good evening, Graz.
how are you?
Doing well.
Professional Vinny in the back. Bobby Lacerra, the owner of Strong Island, and myself. What's up? What's been going on?
I am so blown away by how nice this looks, this setup. I like this studio. It's great.
Well
And,
done.
Bobby Lacerra did all the work.
I
Amazing
checked in twice.
Craftsmanship that cannot be,
This
unparalleled.
was an empty room.
Unparalleled craftsmanship. He did a great job. Wow.
7
all right,
days
so-
ago, this place was empty.
How many years?
7 days ago, this whole place was nothing was here.
Hey.
It was an empty. We were in here.
I think you should put. I mean, it's
Completely
silly.
turned around.
You know what really blows me away is how he was able to do these buildings. He put these buildings up in 7 days, like on both sides.
Such a
Those are
short amount of
windows,
time.
folks. Those buildings were not there. He just put those buildings up, and the fact that the tenants were nice enough to flip the lights on while we were on the air is really even more exciting. So that's nice. If somebody in the top building there, they would flicker their light. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
What is that? What is that?
That's
The
the
Freedom
Tower.
Tower, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to your left is is that the Freedom
same
Tower?
fucking picture.
Oh, I thought. Hey, Lacero, we need a more.
It's the same one.
We need more of a hey, Bobby
those buildings, what about
Lacera.
them?
We
It's
need
from
a
a
more
different
vast
angle.
picture of New York City here. We've got the same picture on both sides.
That's
Right?
okay. We're good. See, let's not start complaining yet till next week. Till
No.
next week.
We
Let's
can-
see.
No, things are going too good. Right
No,
now.
we're not going to complain about
No.
anything till next week. This week,
This week-
all good.
Gotta wait till we hear.
We
it.
even got a fan going.
And he's making
Yeah.
us Paradise Punch.
Paradise Punch is
We got
coming
some.
up.
I am a little thirsty,
Yeah,
not gonna
good
lie.
deal.
and thirsty for a little playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball. You see now, I'm going to go.
Huh?
I'm going on a limb here.
You like that?
Yes, I am going to say that I was the one who said that I hate all the extra wild card things. Right, all the extra teams.
You
going to
did
the
say
wild
that
card.
last year.
Hated it.
You've been talking
But you
about
know what?
You did.
Had it not been for the wild card situation, we wouldn't even be talking about this last week.
about
in
3
baseball.
months, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Correct?
we wouldn't
Right.
even be talking about this. Mets, Diamondbacks, Braves race is as interesting as hell. It's been going back and forth.
It is.
You had the Royals, you had the Tigers, you had a lot of interesting games going on. And when you really come down to it, those who make, and like myself, those who make the argument that you played 162 games, if you're not there, you're not there. Well, you know what? A lot can happen in 162 games. Look what happened just this past week to the
Yeah.
Mets with Lindor.
Look what happened between 154 and 162. Let's
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
Look what just happened. I mean, things change. Guys get hurt, and you get screwed. Your whole season's ruined.
Detroit traded
what-
traded their best players, ended up having the best record from the time that they traded him. They got in.
Yeah.
The Twins had like a 10-game lead,
Twins.
and
gone.
just they're gone. I got to give. Listen,
the Motor City is rolling.
I told you one thing, and I
That place
told
was going nuts,
I
too.
told the place. I
They were
don't
going
want
nuts.
to
I was
play
watching the highlights.
I don't want to play the
of
Tigers.
Detroit. No, you don't want
You
to
don't
play the
wanna
Tigers right now.
See, that's the hot team.
Yes.
That's like last year with Texas
Or the Diamondbacks
and
last
the
year.
Diamondbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
But you didn't like that because
No,
they only
but
had 89 wins.
But I'm revising my thoughts on it. You see, you can change your mind based on when you see it in practice. When you see something in practice,
It's been really good.
it's been more interesting this way.
Yeah.
And I know I am a traditionalist, and I used to love the idea you like the 2 division winners played off, went to
Right.
the World Series. That's it, right?
Mhm.
Well, now you got more. Look at the ballparks. The ballparks are more full.
Right.
If you had a game with the Tigers a couple of weeks ago, you would have been like, well, what are you buying tickets for?
How would you feel like a White Sox
And now-
fan? There was like 10. There was
Oh,
like 10.
God.
There was like 10 guys in
You know,
attendance.
they tell you that that's not true, though. They said that the White Sox actually drew decent.
I saw that. I actually saw that at the end of
They
the.
drew these what, like
well,
8,000?
No,
Cranked them in.
Well, yeah.
You know, it's almost like
They were up to
They were-
5
they
security
were-
guards at one point.
they were doing WNBA numbers. I mean, they were just pulling them in.
Final record for the White Sox, by the way, 41 and 121.
I love that. I love that.
And what's the
Right?
attendance? What's the attendance?
Let's see. I'll get that.
I know their lower half. I
Well-
think Oakland was last, and then the White Sox was next. To
Oakland for their last game opened up the upper deck,
yeah, and was sold out.
and they sold out. Now, where were these fans all these years?
That's because
You know, it makes you wonder. We're gonna we don't want to lose our team. We're gonna come see them one more time. Well, why didn't you buy tickets all year long?
yeah,
All these last 20 years long.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Are you a
agree.
fan or you a fan? Now, who?
They're leaving because of you.
You want to guess who's last?
Yeah, Oakland's last.
Yes.
Oakland's
definitely
last at about 800,000 for the whole year, probably 820,000.
Where were the White Sox?
Very close, Graz, but you're off by 100,000.
How much did they get?
922.
922.
So they almost see now 922. That's nearly a million people.
And in the old days,
Hold on.
if you
80
if you,
home
a million
games.
was the
Hold on.
threshold.
and they all pushed for it. If you
Oh,
got
I
the
gotta draw
You
a
might be,
million.
If
you
you
might
got
be surprised by that. 11,525 per game on average.
for Oakland,
That's
For
not
Oakland.
bad, huh?
80 home games.
okay.
Yep.
Now how about the White Sox?
White
Uh,
Sox.
Bobby said
were
15,000.
27th, 1.38 million.
See, 1.38 million.
And that's how they really judged it in
Yep.
the past.
I remember they used to get all excited. They would get the hats and horns out when the Mets drew a million.
I remember, right?
That we have now gone over a million on the 80th game. You know, you'd be like, "Wow, look, Fan Appreciation Day. We're all going to be cheered."
About 18,000
Who?
per game. White
That's not
Sox.
bad.
18,000.
They made this
That's
thing
not
like,
bad.
"Oh, there's only 10 people." That wasn't true.
And what were the Mets?
Mets probably
Mets,
drew 2.5.
17th, close, 2.329.
There you go.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
That's not. Yeah, but you know what?
And they were disappointed.
I think he was looking to do about 2.5 million this year, and I think he would have. I think he's scared because he had all that money he was paying.
Mets only had
Verlander
79 home
and
games.
Scherzer. Now I guess we're not paying Verlander now. That the option.
Oh,
that
you're
they-
paying. 29.5 per game. The
That's
Mets.
not bad. I mean, I was there, so
30
I know that we were disappointed. The Mets again, and Nimmo even said it on a post game.
But think about it, 30,000 a game. That's double the White Sox.
right? But
More than double.
But if you were getting 30,000
On
a game,
average.
when the Mets had 55,000 people at Shea Stadium in the 70s, if you were getting 30,000 a game, you'd be flying high. You'd be like, "Wow, I can't believe how many people are coming here."
I agree.
And now they're like, "Wow, that's what a disappointment." We were getting, we were. I was there, and we were looking at it. They play in the Nationals, and they got 23,000, and people I'm working with are going, "Where the fuck is everybody? Why is
Wow.
nobody coming to these games?" I'm going, used to be excited when
Well,
20,000 showed
what
up.
do you think is the reason?
Complacency. They're just like, they were like, the Mets weren't playing well. They were losing games, and the Mets don't come out. Met fans don't come out. It's not like the Yankees. Yankee fans, thick and thin.
Look at
Met
this.
fans love to complain.
Look at this.
Wow, this is awesome.
Is that
This
the
is-
high quality drink? All right, so
This is a
anyway, come over here.
celebration,
Come here,
folks.
Come back here.
I'm
That's
gonna
what we're
give you
doing.
Bring yourself
a
something.
nice
yourself.
toast.
Oh, come
nice
on,
toast.
go get it and come
Yeah,
up. Wait.
We're gonna wait.
Go get it. I
We are going to
don't
do a
start
toast.
with me. Go get your goddamn drink and come on the air for 5
Pour
seconds.
away, mine
I was
host.
just going to yell
What?
at you.
Can't walk on one leg.
Stop your
Jeez.
crap.
Honeymooners, folks.
God,
Oh, my
why do I have
God.
to for-
Why is
I
everybody
gotta
yelling?
force
He's like a little bit of a girl.
Sometimes
Come on, I'm thirsty.
He wants to be loved.
I try but I try so hard.
Dodgers just short of 4 million, by the way.
The Dodgers,
The
with 4
Dodgers.
million fans. once
Yankees at
again.
3.2.
So now wait a minute.
it?
Now.
800,000. Yeah.
Bobby,
700,000 less.
4 million. What do you think the average per person spent?
Oh,
I think the average person,
110, 125. If you average it all up, a family of
not everybody spends $100 at a game. No, I mean some people go with their own food, their own drinks, whatever. I've seen it. So you're gonna say there is no way anybody's getting away with less than $50, $60
okay,
per person.
okay,
right.
No way. So look at that. I mean, and there are people who spend 400, 500.
Yeah.
There are.
I see. What do you think it averages out? Maybe 70 per person. So 70 times 4
Let's go. Let's average the top high and the low and come
wait.
up with like an 80, 85.
All right,
per
that's our
person.
guess. Board up. Check to see what the average person
Good
spends
luck with that.
at MLB.
How am I going to get that?
What an average person
I was going to
spends-
take the attendance and times it by the amount
Well,
you
that's what
thought
I'm
per
at.
person.
All right, check to see what the
You got a lot of
average.
work to do, Rich.
It's
Well,
Google.
it's right. No, it's right
Rich,
here.
get back to
Mets
us.
average attendance is 30,000 a game.
Okay,
So how much you think they're spending per person?
$70
That's $2 million.
times
2.1 million.
So now at $4 million, what do you think they're spending on the Dodgers? Because everything's expensive out
It's got to
there.
be the same.
Yeah, maybe I would say 90 or 100. What am I?
New York,
They just have more people per game. They got almost 49,000 per game.
plus, forget about everything else. The advertising money they get is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
He's Bobby. Get in here for a second,
It
please,
is.
so we can toast you.
Yes. Can we toast the studio? We have to
Get your
christen,
drink, please.
christen
All right,
the
to our
studio
great-
here.
To the
Come on
great
now.
What?
creative.
Could you give me some
Where'd he
music
go?
too?
He's gone.
He's coming back.
Give him the horns from
It's all right.
Diaz.
So come around, Richie, for a second.
What do you got? Hot coffee?
You got hot coffee
cocoa?
there?
Oh, he's
What do
got
you got?
coffee.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Come around. I want you to be sure you can't see. Say all right. Say all right, folks. This gentleman is the owner of Strong Island TV, Strong Island Entertainment, and Sicko Merchandising.
Paradise
All right,
Studio.
Paradise Studio.
Thank you, Vinny.
Wait, I just want to tell you that's the only thing he knows how to do with all the shows. He can't do any fucking thing else, professional Vinny, but he knows how to put the clapping.
He's working
thing
on it. He's
I
working
think
on
the
it.
clapping alone is just huge.
It's the only
I
thing he
really
knows
do.
how to do.
The
How about a
timing
round
of
of
it.
applause for the clapping?
All right,
Yes.
a round of applause again.
For the clapping for Pro
For the
Vinny. Good job, Vinny.
Professional Vinny, where's the clapping? You're not pushing the button now?
Well, you were doing it for
We're
me,
also
but
getting in.
What?
We're getting in a little unit that's going to have all sorts of little doodads and sounds and all sorts of things. So
Oh, like a soundboard.
Oh, like a sound.
Oh.
Soundboard.
You think our show needs a
Do I-
soundboard? I'll go
We
nuts.
do.
I need the button for
I'll
that.
go. Well, I originally
Can I have
wanted
the
to do that,
buttons?
but
I
I,
really
didn't want to
think
be
it's-
like Opie and Anthony was.
No. I like the idea of a
Cheers.
soundboard.
Put a-
Cheers.
can you
Well,
put-
salute.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Yes.
We'll
Congratulations.
do
Bobby
everything
was
Thank you,
we
there.
can
Bobby.
do. Everything we can do to
Bobby,
be
great
your
job.
#1 show for the third year in a row.
There-
Your most popular show for the third year in a row. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Just so everybody knows that.
Even if the numbers say otherwise, don't even believe it.
The numbers don't. Rick, oh, wow.
Wow, the
That's
Paradise Punch.
Get a Paradise Punch on
Oh,
Friday
that's
nights
good
when you
booze.
do open. What was open
tasty.
mic? Open mic on Friday nights. All right, so we talked about the Mets. I thought the Jets looked terrible today. Did you see the Jets?
You know what? That was an offense that went nowhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely nowhere. I
Nothing.
thought the Denver defense was fantastic. However, we didn't get. Sometimes you have to overcome a strong defense and play and put a good game out there. They didn't put a good game out there at all.
he looked hurt.
He looks slow.
You know what? If you don't give him, see, here's the deal with him. If you give him good conditions, he's going to be really good. Those are shit conditions. You see, his uniform was soaking wet. It was
Well,
dripping.
you know,
and it's
but
bad.
come on.
It's bad there.
It's going to get worse
Eli
than that.
Manning said it was the worst place he ever played in. I'm telling you, it's bad.
Yeah,
there.
he didn't play on this new ballpark.
But it's just they really didn't change
Well,
it
they've
that
always
much.
they've always had problems with the turf. The
Yeah.
turf sucks there, especially in the bad weather.
Well, that missed field goal was very
fucking
deflating.
huge.
well,
That's the wind,
that's it.
Bob.
Missed-
That's the wind there. It's the other guy missed it too. One guy went wide left. One guy went wide right.
yeah.
So I'm telling you, it's like a wind bowl, and it's very hard.
At first, when he first kicked it, he was going right up the middle, and then it was like,
And then it just went to the right.
yeah.
Listen, Greg Zerline, as a Cowboy fan, it disappointed me many times. So
Well-
I wasn't too surprised, but
Look, they didn't score a touchdown.
it is what it is. Mike Bott.
All right, so I just want to let you know that everybody's saying hello to Ins and everything else. Taz, the resident artist, is watching. She's saying hello to everybody.
Hi,
Michelle
Taz.
Asta.
Bruno Capolo, she likes the way we look. Aaron Rothney saying hi.
Thank you, Bruno.
Bobby Lacera, give them more light. Bruno, we are the guinea pigs tonight.
We need a little more light.
Yeah, we know that.
We know.
We're testing it out. He
I take
surprised
offense to
us and said, "You're the guinea pig," and I said, "We have
Who
no
said that?
problem doing that." Right?
Who said that?
Bruno said we need more lighting because he can really.
No,
yes.
Bruno, you
we're
don't
very
wanna,
dark
you really
tonight.
don't want to see us.
You don't want to. Yeah, really. We're,
The buildings. Bobby built these buildings with his own 2 hands. He put these buildings up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lighting. I mean, Could it use a little? Yes.
We'll be
And
fine.
I think we need to.
It really
I don't know. Pivot the camera a little. Like there's a lot of space here, and Graz is kind of on the
Hey,
screen.
Vin.
that's a good
But that
point.
could just be the
Well, hold on. We got Professional Vinny in the back. Professional
Vinny.
Vinny.
The angle is a little
right.
off.
Then we turn that.
Yeah, what's up?
Two things. Could you give yourself a round of could you give yourself a round of applause for you now you being
Right.
Professional Vinny, and we are one of the reasons why it's happened to you, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number two, can you pivot us a little bit?
Do you see like Graz
You
is
see how I'm a
close?
little? Can you pivot me? I gotta move over.
All right, because you can't move the camera.
All right. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry. Don't worry. You just want to be.
Do I have to go
You
a
want to
little
be on
more?
a top-rated podcast.
See, I told you guys before you should have scooched over it.
You know what?
But we did scooch.
Vinny's last name, we really never got that. We call
Vinny,
him
what's your last name?
It's
Pizza.
yeah, pizza. It's Urello.
Urello.
It's
Urello. Oh, I like that.
Starts with an I. Everyone thinks it's an L, so they say Lurillo, but it's IURILLO.
Behind the glass,
IURILLO.
Vinny Urello.
The Vinny Urello?
Who do you
Urillo.
think
I have a
meant?
very
Vinny
Italian-
Testaverde, of course.
I have a very Italian full name because my middle name's Giovanni. So
Ah,
have the microphone.
Vincent Giovanni Iorello.
that's it. You got it.
Love it.
I have nothing coming out of these headphones.
You can't hear
No?
him?
Hold on.
I don't have a thing.
Your volume's up.
Wow, that was weird.
That's not weird. You get between Inz's. You go between Inz's legs and put his.
Don't say it like that. What the fuck, man?
What's the problem, Inz?
I got like a
Don't be a
sound.
prude.
I got sound
All
now.
right.
What do
Don't
you
be a
do?
prude.
I got sound now. Do without, come on. Talking to you, come on.
So Bruno Capolo's heading out to Florida to help some of his friends that were devastated by Hurricane Helene. Have a great show, and he's safe.
That was a disaster.
Yeah. How about North Carolina? Nobody saw that coming. Have you seen
Did they
some of the?
predict that
Dude, it was
North
like
Carolina's gonna hit
60-something
like that?
people died in North Carolina.
That's horrible.
There's 1,000 missing.
It's horrible.
You know what bothers
Yes.
me, though? I'm going to tell you what bothers me.
This is.
They tell these
bad.
people to evacuate, and they don't.
They don't.
All right?
Yeah.
When somebody tells me to evacuate, I'm not playing the hero. I'm not going to be sitting on my roof waiting for a helicopter. I am getting the fuck out of there. The house is still there when I get back. Great. If it's not, all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not dying in any flood if I can help it.
No, I listen.
Sorry, that was a bad button.
I can tell you this right now. I don't understand why people sit.
They just stay.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. It's my home, my land.
And they're doing TikTok. There was a guy in a kayak.
And
watching
they're showing videos.
Did you see
of,
that guy
of
in
the
his
water
living room?
coming through
Yes.
the fucking living room? I'm like, you go leave. How about leave?
He was like floating in his living room
Yeah.
on like a sea
And
kayak.
he's enjoying it.
Yeah. In Tampa.
There was one person who I actually watched. There was a video. They had these sliding doors, and they stood on their stairway halfway up so they could take a video of the water crashing through the two glass doors as the room filled up with water. And I said to myself, great video.
What are we
I'm
doing?
glad you posted it, but now where are you going?
Looks good.
You're going to be there for a long time.
How do you get out?
You wait. You got to wait now.
There's
I
1,000
don't
people. There's
understand.
1,000 people missing in Carolina,
It's not going to be good.
and there's no thoroughfare to get in. They can't get in.
Yeah. Yeah, the roads
not
got
gonna be
washed
Roads
out.
got washed out.
And you see like the sewer pipes like just busted underneath. Like things are getting like
the
destroyed.
cleanup is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
$100 billion.
Why? Think about it. Think about this. Why are we getting all these catastrophes lately? The last 20 years, 15, 20 years, we're getting a lot of fucking devastating and devastation and catastrophes. Someone's trying to tell us something.
Yeah. What do you think they're trying to tell us?
We're living fucked up.
It's somebody.
So maybe
not them.
So maybe is it wrong to say we should go to electric, or we should?
That's not what I'm
neutral-
getting at.
not- like,
He
Should
thinks
we-
it's an environmental
It-
issue, Bob.
It might be. Should we go to the electric vehicles or?
Do you think these climate
I'm looking at
change
some
people
sort-
have a point?
Yeah.
Is that what the?
No.
Is that what we're getting at?
That's not what I'm
all
getting.
right, what are you
at.
getting at, Sam?
I'm getting at something a little bit higher up than that.
A little more
And
biblical.
a little more authoritative than just the weather. And
Do you really think it's at that point? That point is biblical?
there's some sort of divine intervention here where something bad's happening. There's bad shit in the air, folks. Hug the kids. Hug the kids. You gotta show more love in this world. We're all fucked up.
Oh, don't tell me that shit. Now I'm gonna be fucking sitting at home all messed up now.
No.
I know. I'll be sitting in a corner
What
like
do you
fucking
mean?
rocking. Dude, I want to believe that things are gonna be good. I know.
They will be good. November 5th, if Trump wins, they'll be good.
They'll be better. That's for sure.
Oh,
If
I'm
it
hoping.
doesn't win,
If not-
hug the kids. I'm telling you.
Cheers.
Good luck. Good luck to you. If it goes the other way, it's going to be bad.
Well,
Now, the bottom line is,
I can't stand her. Can't stand her.
I grew up in a middle-class neighborhood.
Can't stand you.
Can't stand you.
I'm with meager means, and we worked our way. Well, we asked you what you're going to do to fix the economy. Wait a minute.
Right.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I grew up in a middle class and upbringing, and my parents were very strict. And we worked. I worked at McDonald's. No, you didn't. Yeah, but I did. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? She never. It's the word salad. It's on the menu now at McDonald's.
Yes.
It's the McWord salad.
Oh my God!
Is it
Somebody
really?
just told me about that. A client of mine said it's word salad.
It's word
And
salad.
I go, what the fuck is word salad?
Throw all the ingredients in, throw all the words you
just
can
throw it
into one
all-
sentence that make no sense at all.
Right.
And there's your sentence. There's your answer.
That's it.
She's a word salad genius.
Could you do two things? Give me some music and tell me what word salad means.
I just told you.
Is that the?
Word salad is
You want
you
the
just-
actual
It's
definition?
just a bunch of words thrown together that, it's just, let me just, what do we got? What song is this? What song is it you want to hear?
Oh, he's good. He's got some good music. He likes to play rock and roll.
This
knows
sounds
you're
good.
A word salad is a confused or unintelligible measure of seemingly random words and phrases.
Right.
Most often used to describe a symptom of a neurological or mental disorder.
That's what Trump said. She got a mental disorder.
The name schizophrenia is used in particular to describe the confused language that may be evident in schizophrenia. The words may or may not be grammatically correct, but they are semantically confused to the point that the listener cannot extract any meaning from them. And that's
Well, what the
that's
fuck
it.
was, that was
She
a word salad
talks,
in itself.
right?
But no, the thing is,
no, but she talks and nobody knows.
nobody knows. Listen,
There is no
hey,
meaning to
somebody,
it because it's all just confusing.
So then how
Words.
okay, I'm not supposed to be talking politics. How
No,
the fuck is she winning?
don't
She's
believe
not
that.
she's
No.
not she's not debating at all. She won't now he don't want to debate. Did I tell you I want to tell you something. I told Richie this last week. My client, my big Trump guy, turns to me and he goes, he thinks Trump conceded. He thinks Trump was nervous because he got shot at, and it was the second time he got shot at, and he thinks in the future, if he was president, it's going to happen again. So that
I don't think he cares.
Wait, instead of him being on the fucking front line,
Oh,
getting
come
shot
on.
at,
He's at rallies every day.
this is what he was telling
Nah,
me.
he's-
That he's backing out. He's got an agreement.
Sorry, Mr. Client, you're misinformed.
Okay.
Trump is out there kicking ass every day.
Okay.
Listen, here's a Kamala word salad. All right.
Go ahead.
They go, what will you do to lower the cost of living? Wow. Thank you for asking that question. Okay. In terms of
Do her.
She always does
Fucking
that.
do her. You got it 2 months.
all right. In terms of doing both, slightly having the sight and the right to have aspirations and dreams, and she goes, dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it has been. And we need to deal with that, right? What the fuck is that?
That's
an
words.
actual quote.
That's word salad. But they hate him so much they don't want him to win.
The media.
It's fucking. I know we keep
Well,
talking
and that's why
about.
people will vote
we only
for
got
Kamala.
6 more weeks of this bullshit.
You know, I got to the point now
Coming soon.
where my philosophy now is people get what they deserve. Okay? I don't deserve Kamala Harris. I don't deserve these Democrats running it. But you know something? Some people do because they believe in her. let them see what it's like, and let them try to figure out who they're going to blame next, because they won't blame her. and they won't blame Biden for all the shit that's just gone on for the last 4 years. They won't blame them.
I was going to say, they haven't been blamed yet.
They haven't been blamed
for 4 years.
So they won't blame them. So I want to know who they're going to blame when and if she wins and she's the president and everything goes down the tubes. Who are they going to blame?
They can't possibly blame anyone. They've been there 4 years. Now they'll be there another.
She goes to the border the other day. Right, she goes to the border
For the first time. She's been the czar for
border czar.
1,372 days.
Never went.
Never went once.
Never went. And her answer to that was, she goes, I've been to the border. They go, no, you really haven't. And she goes, I never been to Europe either.
Yeah,
what the
that was
fuck?
her answer.
All right.
And the union of the borders just voted for Trump. They just gave the
Did you see the numbers?
They gave the endorsement to Trump.
They were smart enough to release the numbers the day she went there. And they were talking about what the crime rates are on at the border for the people who came. What they have now is 13,099 convicted of homicide. 13,099 that crossed over the border that were convicted of homicide. 15,811 convicted of sexual assault. Jesus. Okay? The total 425,432 that were criminals. And Trump said it, and they acted like he was full of shit when he said it, but he said what they're doing is they're emptying their prisons. Yeah. They're sending us all their criminals. Their crime rates are down. They're down 72%. There's like nothing going on in Venezuela anymore. There's nothing going on in South America. There's no more crime. You know why? They're all here. They're all here. They sent us all their criminals. And we welcomed them with open arms. And Kamala Harris is quoted, if you haven't paid attention, folks, you should, quoted as saying that a wall and closing the borders is a racist thing. And it's what she called it was Trump's ego trip to close the border. Now she goes there the other day and says, I'm all in favor of closing the border. I think it's time we close. What have you been doing for 3.5 years?
Exactly.
Right?
All of a sudden.
It was wide open. And she says there was a bill. Now, anybody who wants to use this argument that there was a bill introduced that Trump was down on and didn't like it to close the border, there were conditions on closing the border. And the conditions on closing the border were that, in that bill, that the people who already were here got citizenship. The people that were already here and those who were not wanted was to be sent back. At whose expense? Our expense. Who was going to give them? Us. That was in that bill. So to grant citizenship to people as a condition of closing the border, to me, is a real slap in the face.
Oh, without doubt.
Okay? So what Trump said was, no, you don't have a bill. You don't need a bill. What you need is an executive order that says border is now closed. Don't need any bills. Don't need anything in there that tells you and $22 billion is going to go to roads redone in San Francisco for Kamala's hometown. No,
right. Wasn't there Ukraine money in there?
Yeah,
too?
there was Ukraine money was supposed to go to Ukraine.
Yep.
Money was supposed to go to the Middle East.
Like most of them all.
They were going to. Probably to Hamas, too. Who the fuck knows? And that's another thing that really blows my mind, folks, is I don't understand how any Jewish person today can be in favor of this administration or anybody, any part of it, because Trump is the best friend to Israel that you could probably ever have ever pictured since the 70s. Right? There's nobody who's been a better friend to Israel, yet they'll vote for their strongest enemy, which is anybody have anything to do with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And they'll vote for them. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, what are you going to do? I can't stop it.
You can't. Listen, you could talk about it.
I can't stop it.
You just hope it does something.
I watch my friend Joe Maripodi post stuff all the time on Facebook about, and he's very factual, and he really does his homework. Joe used to go to North.
I know.
And he was a musician. And he posts a lot of stuff, and
probably gets banned.
And he doesn't get banned because he doesn't say anything ugly. But he gets this guy, John, and he gets this girl, I forgot her name, and they bash him. And he takes it. And I go, Joe, I said to him, these are evil people. They're not your friends. Why don't you just get rid of them? I mean, you're posting stuff. It's your opinion. They're going to shit all over you? Fuck them. Get rid of them. But he won't do it. But he's very factual, and he knows what he's talking about.
All right. Well, everybody's saying, go ahead, do what you got to do. Greg DeFilippo says hello. Mickey Delaney says hello. Ann Rothney says go ins.
And Rothney, how are you?
I love Ann Rothney. Taft, California.
Liquor store.
So I was at Citi Field last week, and I was at the Delta Club. They put me in by the Delta Club with my good friend Mike White.
Okay.
And now
White.
there's 2 doors.
I've missed this.
Is that a pitcher?
I have missed this.
Is it Mike White?
I've missed.
Was that the old quarterback for the Jets?
Mike White. Yeah.
Third string?
Yes.
I've
Well,
missed,
there's the
what is-
White. Check this out. The first time I worked over there, it was called the Clover Club. Now it's the Delta Club. Everything's changed around. They're a beautiful club now. And they go like this.
Delta
They go like
pays
this.
more.
They go, you're going to. They did.
Delta pays more than Clover.
Yeah, Clover moved up to the higher level.
Oh.
And Delta's now, Clover moved up, and Delta's on the main level right behind home plate now. So
That's where they're at Yankee Stadium. The Delta Sky
it's
Suite.
all a Delta 360.
Yeah, 360.
So anyway, the first time I ever went there a few years ago, they go, you're gonna work the Clover Club at the time. They said one of the White brothers didn't show up. I was like, what? Oh, White brother? That's a little fucked up, no? Oh, White brother. White brothers. And it turns out it was Mike and Dennis White. They're brothers that work the one door and one works the other door. And when one of them doesn't show up, they tend to put me there. So now the first night I worked with Dennis White, and I'm working the door, and you're checking wristbands and stuff and letting people in. And I got to see some really cool people, right?
That's what I was going to ask you. Who'd you see?
Well, first I see Steve Cohen.
Does he say hello to you?
Yes, he's great.
Oh, God, get him on a podcast.
Steve Cohen.
Can't you get the other one?
Could you imagine?
You hung out with Keith Rad.
Keith Rad,
The week before our show,
me tell you, the
I
season's
see you
over.
fucking smiling.
Come on, you got to get somebody in here.
Yeah.
Keith Rad, I promise you this. If I speak to him and ask him to do it, he will do it.
Okay.
Because Keith is a really, really great guy.
And Andy Huggins, who's a 76-year-old comic from L.A., he's very famous, wants to come on our show, too.
you go.
So there's 2. Now, and I wanted to push, we're trying to get Tony Carey, Hollywood producer, to come, which would be 3, and that's about it.
Next time he's in New York, he will definitely come on.
So now I see Chris Christie, Governor
Christie.
Christie, and I'm like, hey,
What's
Mr.
up, Gov?
Christie, how are you? He goes, hey, we need a big win tonight. And I'm like, yes, we do.
Does he still look like the Penguin?
He's rather large.
He is a large man.
He is a large man.
Did you ever see him
But
in
you know what?
in a uniform, a softball uniform?
I saw the picture.
You saw that picture? How he had like a fucking camel toe. The fucking governor had a camel toe. He looked like a.
You know, you can't unsee it, right?
You can't.
You know,
it was the one.
Some things you just.
I've seen so many
You're
people
amazed
in
by.
uniforms. That could have been the worst person I've ever seen.
It was like this.
in a uniform.
You
He looked
look
like
at-
Mr.
you-
Wiggins.
You're looking at the picture and you go, oh, Chris Christie in uniform. And you go,
Is that a camel toe?
you're like, what the fuck?
What the? Is that his penis? What is
Because
that? What
actually-
is that?
Sorry, I'm not going to get anybody to the show doing
No. It should really be nice.
that. He's big.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want
But
to get you in
he's
trouble.
really, yeah. I'm gonna
Sorry.
stop short of what I was. Gonna
Yes.
All right. So
I was-
anyway,
So
I saw-
anyway.
I see Fred Wilpon now. I see Fred Wilpon comes in. He's still part owner of the team. He's got 3%.
So he still hangs out
He's
there.
at 3%. He
I
goes
thought it
in-
was 5.
And he goes in. No, it's 3. He goes into the
Do they
owner's
heckle?
suite.
Do they heckle him? Still?
No, he won't go.
Does anybody call him
Freddie Coupons?
Freddie Coupons?
Not to his face.
Or Groupon?
Not to his face.
All right, go ahead.
So
We're
he comes
rooting. Itz will never be. Itz will be behind.
I was gonna say.
Itz will be on right field.
He's gonna-
Section 501, the foul pole.
We want you to
Hey.
check the top of the foul pole.
Yeah, enjoy it up there.
We want you to have a view so you can see the top of the foul pole.
There's so much wind up here. Who's
very
that
worried
guy up
about it.
there? That's Itz. I'm
Wear a hat.
It's breezy.
You need a poncho? I hear it's going to rain.
Some earmuffs.
All right, so you saw.
Planes are
So
closed.
you saw Wilpon. You see Cohen.
Wilpon's not in great shape.
Okay.
All right.
Cohen.
Cohen and his wife, I see, and Alex, I see a lot. You see them.
You
a
said
lot.
she's very cool, right? The,
She's
the
really,
wife.
Now, anybody listen, don't take this the wrong way. She's not a bad person. She's not. But the funniest thing was they beat the Phillies, and the Phillies the night they were going to win. Now I'm working the other door now, and the other white didn't show up. But
You're the white guy.
so I go like this. I go, hey, Mrs. Cohen, how are you? She goes, She goes, Phillies aren't celebrating our building, bitches. As she said.
Shit.
Let's go.
Because the Phillies had it champagne.
Hey,
Phillies
she's
had,
a fan.
Phillies had champagne on ice. If they beat the Mets that night, they would have celebrated it. But they had to wait the next day and not in Citi Field. So it was pretty funny when she said it. And keep in mind,
That was a great
keep in mind
great
she's not
game,
saying
too.
it in front of fans. She's saying in front of all workers.
That's awesome.
Right.
That shows how she's a great fan.
She's a great fan.
And
She
he
is.
was there
That was a
today.
great game.
Listen,
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
Pete Wheeler. So, so bottom line is, I saw a lot of good people. I saw the guy who, Steve Levy.
Yeah. He does the football.
Saw him. I go like this to him. I go, aren't you? He goes, yes, I am.
That's good. That's good. I like that they put you in spots like that.
I see Steve Gelbs. I'm talking to Steve Gelbs, and I go like this. I go, Steve, you've become a really amazing interviewer. I go, but I got to tell you, your play-by-play work has
Sucks.
gotten. No, you don't say that to the guy. He's actually gotten very good.
Oh, I thought he did good the last time he
I
was
said,
on.
you've done really well. He goes, you know what? He's funny. He goes, I'm going to keep walking by over here and just think of all the good things you could say to me. How's that? I says, I will. And every time you walk by, I go, and your interview with Francisco Lindor was phenomenal.
To think that Kevin Burkhardt did that, and Kevin Burkhardt is now the lead voice for the NFL Network. For
Don't think
Fox.
Gelbs doesn't think about that.
But look, do you notice
Gelbs
that
is good.
every single Met announcer has a great opportunity? Randazzo's doing the Major League Baseball game he just did last night.
Well, he's good too.
Randazzo too.
And I said to Keith Rad, I go, Keith, all these guys come here. I said, they do really well. I said, the only ones that stuck around all these years is Howie Rose and the guys in the TV booth. I said, then all the guys all move on to other stuff. I go, please tell me you're going to stay here. He goes, I am staying here. That's what he said.
it's a great opportunity
He
for
goes,
him.
I'm staying
Yeah,
here.
why wouldn't you?
Because somebody would scoop him up.
Keith Rad.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
He's great.
Those guys. That's a springboard with the Mets. If you
But
do
he does a great job. You watch the Yankee broadcast and you watch a Met broadcast. Mike, okay. The 1-2. 2-2.
He does. He likes to let the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
you
he
know,
goes,
he likes the
popped
crowd
up.
noise in. He says that.
I have
Yeah.
to tell
Foul
you,
ball.
I have to tell you, I'm very excited that John Sterling's back for the playoffs.
The 2-2.
Sterling is back.
Flowing away. He's run the count full.
I'm not a big.
3-2 with 2 outs. This releases the runners at first and second.
Yes, he always tells you right what's gonna go.
They don't.
on.
As a matter of fact, Michael, it does not release the runners. It's not like they're free to go, do whatever the fuck they want.
It's Yankee
No.
boy.
Yeah. So,
Sterling's back.
Sterling's going to do some playoffs.
Yeah, he's going to do the playoffs, and I have to tell you, I was very excited about it.
It is hot.
Should be.
Yep.
You gotta really look forward to hearing that again, because I thought it was so abrupt the way he left. But
That's why I think he's back. Did you see that, your buddy? I have to tell you, any person that you've been associated with, you brought into this show, actually hit a home run both times. This guy's great. Joe Pontillo. I know you can't really see it.
Oh, Joe Bontillo was great.
Joe Pontillo fucking killed it, Bobby.
Yeah.
And
I know he does.
He's
Phenomenal
selling,
done.
he's selling merch. So we love Joe Pontillo. That's one of the new
I
guys.
saw his father the other day
Yeah.
at Ancona, which Ancona, believe it or not, was sold. Ancona in Valley Stream was sold to the guy who was one of the guys who was working at one of the guys who was a manager, I guess, at Umberto's of New Hyde Park.
Okay.
Now owns it.
Really?
Pizza's delicious now, and not that it was bad before, but this guy's doing a good job over there. And so Joe Pontillo walks in, the father, and he's a wacko. And
What's he do?
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck he does.
Bothers people.
You know what? Every time I see him, I ask him. He goes, "I'm working." You go, "What do you do?" He goes, and he tells me, and I don't even listen. But anyway,
My wife said she'd follow Pontillo around. She thought he
She's
was
good.
She thought.
but I told him, I said, "Your son did this show." He goes, "I know." He was talking about it for like a week,
That's good.
and
He invited us out to the show. He wants us to come to one of his shows, and I'd like to go see him in like AC or something like that. That'd be great to go fucking follow Pontillo. I really like that.
Does he play down there?
He has.
he's all over the place.
Yeah.
Him, and I gotta tell you, Rocco Perillo saved us. Steven, Rocco.
Steven
Rocco.
Rocco.
Sorry, he doesn't like Perillo.
No, he
He's
dropped the
he
Perillo.
Perillo.
He dropped the tours.
It's just Steven Rocco, but he hit a home run for us. Michelle started off the night. I'm taking a liking to Michelle. She's soft spoken, but she's getting better as the time goes on. And your buddy Larry Izzo killed it with his song. A lot of people came to visit him that night, and I got to tell you that.
What do you do, Alice's Restaurant?
No, he did the Exterminator song.
No, his Exterminator song is hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He got it going. So it was Michelle, and then it was Stephen Rocco, and then it was Larry Izzo, and then we ended the night with Pontillo. And
Yeah, Joe's a pro.
Yeah.
He's a real pro.
And he does it for a living.
He's been doing it for a living.
Yeah.
Joe's got a lot of dates. I'm looking at his. He's like booked.
Is he?
Yeah.
Announce a couple of dates because I really Joe Pontillo has become one of my
Is
favorites.
today the 29th?
Yes. No. Yesterday was he was supposed to be at
What's
Frank's
today?
Billiards or something like that.
Today's the 29th.
Today's the 29th. He's
Okay.
at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club in NYC at 7:30 tonight.
Oh, that's where. Yeah, his father went to that one. Yeah, he said he was going to that.
And that's where Arvalo. That's where Matt performs over there.
Tomorrow night he's in Steiny's in my homeland of Staten Island, New York, The Rock.
He gets around.
Love it.
Steiny's.
Steiny's.
Okay.
Steiny's. Wasn't he one of the little rascals?
Tuesday, he's going to be at Punch and Bag Comedy at O'Keefe's in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
And Thursday, dude, I could go on.
No, all right.
I mean, he's got date
Just give-
after date.
just
right
give me
to
Thursday.
October.
What's
Well,
he
let
got
me give you what I'm going to do.
Thursday's got the Funny Farm at Tilly's Table in Brewster, New York.
Okay.
Upstate.
Joe Pontillo, our
Well,
favorite.
Westchester. Not
It is
upstate.
his full-time occupation.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
So tomorrow
I was
I'm going to
working
be in
every day.
Valley Stream from 8 to 4. All right, I'm going to be there. Then at night I'm going over to UBS Arena for an Islander game. Then the next morning I'm right back to Valley Stream 8 to 4. I'm doing the whole tour. All right. Then I come back Wednesday and I'm doing an 8 to 4 again. And then Thursday another 8 to 4, and then Friday I'm going to finish the week out with an 8 to 4 and maybe a Ranger game.
Oh.
You know what? Is it starting now? Is it starting the Rangers?
Yeah,
And the Islanders,
Well, it's preseason.
which one?
I
you got
did. I did the Ranger Islander game Thursday. Islanders.
Oh,
Typical
when they
tr-
blew the lead in the
True
third?
to fashion.
Oh, my God.
They're winning 3-0.
I got home right when that started. The
Yeah.
Rangers were down 4-1. I
was
turned that on. I'm
4-1.
like, are you freaking kidding me? And then all of a sudden.
So it was 3-0. The Rangers made it 3-1. Then the Islanders made it in the third period.
4 to
Islanders
1.
made it
4 to
4-1. Then the Rangers
6
scored
minutes?
5 unanswered goals.
Wow.
They scored 6 altogether in the third period.
Wow.
And beat the Islanders 6-4.
No, it was 5. They beat 6-4. They were down 4-1.
No, they scored 6. All 6 were in the third period.
Oh, but but they scored 5 like in the last, what, 8
A few
minutes?
minutes, yeah.
6
But
minutes?
but the thing was, the Islanders
Yeah.
it was 3-1 in the top to start the third period. Rangers scored to make it 3-1 in the third period. Then the Islanders scored, made it 4-1 in the third period. Then the Rangers scored 5 unanswered goals. So the Rangers scored 6 goals in the third period. That's fucked up. That's
not-
typical
that's not
Islanders.
what you're looking
Can't-
for.
They only play 2 periods.
That's what I've noticed. Your girl Ann
That was the
Rodney
problem
said.
last year.
Your girl Ann Rodney says, "Hi, Ann. It's great to see you." Mickey Delaney.
Ann.
Mickey Delaney loves the setup. Bobby Lacera, good job by you. We love the setup. Thank you very much. Oh, all right. Andy Huggins. Andy Huggins is coming. Pat Walsh. Kudos to Pat Walsh for helping us out in the last few weeks. Pat helped us out on the night he announced for us. And he
Okay, I just
And he
want
came in
to.
last
I
week.
have to tell you this. I have to tell you.
Go.
My good friend, the Daler, Linda. Right?
I know who I know. You don't ever
Oh,
have to
we're-
tell me.
we're aware.
I know who the Daler is.
Look at the Jets coach at the end of the game
I
today.
know. I know.
Daler's shirt.
Oh, that was for
That was
that
for
was
Krumenaka.
for Krumenaka's 300th win for Buddy Krumenaka. Yeah.
Love it. She says, "Look at this. Got to show the guys."
I don't know what happened yesterday. They played.
They lost. They got crushed. By
They lost- they
got
lost to
crushed by
Piqua.
Massapequa.
Wow. What was the score?
I think it was like 28-10, 28-14, something like that.
But that's cool that he wore the shirt.
Gary
Yeah,
Mancini
that is
sending
nice.
us
He
$90.
does that. That's like his thing.
Dude, that's his thing, right?
Yeah, he does that for different towns, teams, schools.
Pretty
Yeah.
soon he'll be wearing that Hawks jersey. Woof.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Why not? Made by Sicko Productions.
Right.
He's offering us a discount, by the way. Anything that we want to do up until Christmas, we get a discount because, as he said, you motivated me to get another another building. And look.
Yeah. This was all just to get Graz out of the main studio, you think?
Might have been.
I mean, there is some motivation there.
Yeah, that might have been a motivating factor.
There is some motivation.
Lacera, Why do both sides have the same buildings? You need the other side to have
We
different
weren't going to
buildings.
complain about that till next week.
I just want to bitch to you. I want to tell you something. We were just talking about it. You did a fucking hell of a good job. We wish you nothing but the best. Planet Nugs. I told you to go to Planet Nugs. Go to Planet Nugs.
I was
I'm
gonna
telling
yell
you.
at him.
I'm not yelling at him.
Pounding the
It's
table
Planet
and yelling.
Nug.
Planet Nug. I'm
There's no
telling
S.
you. We get
Be like,
we
a
get the
good nug.
marijuana sponsor in here. All over. Right? He's like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we want.
Can't hurt.
We want like
Nug Studios.
we want downtown Uniondale on there now with the Coliseum in the back.
Can we request it back? We can't. All right. What would you like? So we got the city here. What would you like?
I want to see. Well, I would love to see the
Madison
backdrop of Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, right?
Why not?
Oh wait, hold on. Oh look.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
look at this.
Oh, what? Oh, boy.
see,
Boy. See, only on our show would he do this.
And
now.
I'm allowing
Right,
him. I
and
said.
you're allowing
I
him.
said we're guinea pigs.
Why
Spontaneous
don't you
radio.
put up clocks so we know
Look
what
at
time it
this.
is in every time zone?
Oh, look at this. Oh, that's nice.
I like that.
I like. Oh, keep that. We
that's
like
good.
that.
Oh, I like that with Long Island on it.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll take. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, there you go. Look at that. We're gonna have the same
Oh, I
ones?
like the bridge.
I like the bridge. Brooklyn
Bridge to bridge.
Look at us.
What about the Verrazano?
And it's lighting us up
You
a
can
little
see
bit.
more-
Wait,
I
wait.
like the
It
Long
lights us
Island.
up a little bit.
You can see more. Hold on.
Yeah, you can see us a little bit better.
I can even go.
We're
like
good.
this a little
Yeah,
bit.
we're good. Thank you, Bobby. Good job.
I like that.
Awesome
If you look
job.
really close at the bridge, you'll see several people jumping off of it, which is really nice.
It's always a crowd pleaser.
Watch for the splash in the water. Watch. It's pretty cool. They can actually see themselves as they hit the water from the reflection.
How exciting.
Yeah.
That
Like,
is. That is nice.
You know what? I really never understood why anybody would jump off a bridge and smack into the water because it's like hitting concrete.
It's a tough way to go.
It's really a
It
bad way.
is.
I always thought, and I'm not going to give anybody any ideas, but
Here
I
we
always
go.
thought it would be so much nicer to just pill it out, you know?
What?
Pills.
Yeah. You think so?
How? I don't.
Just make sure.
I thought cocaine would be like fucking just put me over the edge.
I really thought that was
He
the way
wants
to go, Bob.
He wants to speed out
Yeah.
so bad that his heart just blows up.
Right,
in
I
his
just
chest.
All
shoot
right.
out of my
Did
chest.
wait a minute. So I was thinking about this the other day. One of the final times that I was at Inns, and yes, I was indulging in extracurricular activities.
Okay.
And I indulged until
Shocking.
like 7:30 in the morning with the bikers. Those guys, remember they used to come in all the
The
time.
bikers.
The biker guys.
So did I tell you the story
Bikers
when I
with no
walked
helmets.
into the house? My mother was up in the kitchen, and she looked at me. Oh, you okay? I said I'm fine. And everything else. Run upstairs.
I'm good,
I
Ma.
run upstairs. I have my own little separate area upstairs, and I hear her follow me up. She goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "I'm all right, Ma." She goes, "You messed up." I go, "I'm okay. I'm okay." I was fucking cranked out of my brain. So she walked downstairs. She left me alone. I was figuring I was all shaking and everything else. I put HBO on. Fucking sit there trying to watch an HBO special. It's fucking guys that are shooting up heroin.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get fucking rehab going. And I'm sitting there going,
Yeah.
shaking.
At that point,
Wow.
you could have used a little heroin.
Dude,
Yeah.
and you know what?
You need something to bring you down.
That was one of the first times when it started to get to the point where I'm like, this is
This
my
is
mo-
30 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still
dude,
at the threshold of this?
all I can tell you is this.
He was thinking about it.
If I see it, if I see it
urge
on
to
TV,
stop passed.
if I see it on TV, or if you talk about it, or if it was in front of me, I got a problem. I can admit that. I'll die, but it's been 30 years. I still.
Bobby. Can you blow?
We got a mission.
I've been.
Just want to test something
We're just
here.
going to have a little experiment. We've been a little experiment.
This is a test of the emergency garage system.
I
Should he start snorting, please change the channel.
fucking A. I can't.
Take away the bridge.
He's not jumping. So I have that. I can't, and I can't watch. I can't
I'm the
watch.
same way with Chips Ahoy. You know, I can't look at a bag of Chips Ahoy's, and they are a bag now.
I'm like with peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&M.
I cannot be
Oh,
in
my God.
the vicinity of a peanut M&M
I
and
have
not have
had
some. Forget
a
it.
small bag of peanut M&Ms every day for the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Every day?
Every day.
day. I like that. Bringing it.
Diabetes.
Bringing it strong.
At your age.
No, there's not that much chocolate in that. It's mostly peanuts. Peanuts.
Mostly peanuts?
The Ravens are kicking the crap out of the Bills, by the way. 21-3, 14 minutes to go in the third.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you for the last few weeks for being involved. Our pay-per-view. Hold on a minute. Let's find out. Bobby Lacera. So we have a pay-per-view that we're supposed to get done. When does that happen? Well, no. I want to be here that night to focus on it with you. I want to watch that pay-per-view with you that night so that we can sit there. And I really would like professional Vinny there that night, too. The three of us could sit there and maybe clip it. I'll take care of him. I'll bring him out to dinner or something.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe he could take you to Parkside.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Still waiting for that.
We had some issues recently, but I'm ready to go for the holidays whenever you'd like. I told
You know what, though?
What? It would be a nice time to go now.
Give it another 2 days. I think the Mets are missing the playoffs again.
I didn't bet.
Come on, Bobby. You got to win one.
Yeah.
One.
One game.
One game.
Yeah.
And you got to win the first one. Don't wait
Right.
till the second one to win it.
That's like having that wild card play-in game.
Yeah,
You know, who's your
exactly.
best pitcher.
You might as well just be playing that.
But anyway.
Who's going tomorrow? Do we know?
Yeah,
Who's the
McGill's
starter?
McGill's going the first game, and Severino's going the second. They're tearing Schnocker. What's that guy's? The guy that can't hit.
Rowan
Severino
Gardner
for the-
from the rookie movie. And,
Rowan.
The rookie movie?
Rookie of the year
Rowan.
movie.
Rowan.
Rowan Gardner.
Rowan Wager?
Rowan Gardner.
The German guy?
No, yeah, they got some.
Yeah.
They got the guy that can't hit,
Rowan Wager.
Schmeling or whatever his name, and then they're going with Sale the second game.
Sale is their ace in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been saving him.
So what do you think happens?
Keeping him out.
What do you think
I
happens?
think the Mets win a game.
I
think the Mets
I think the
win
Mets
a game.
and Braves are
I
both
think the
going
Mets
in.
go in and win the first game.
The Mets and Braves are both going in. The Diamondbacks are going to go home.
which I would like a lot.
But you got to remember something, too. This is the Mets. And just because on paper it seems like they should win a game, the bottom line is I still remember very well 2007 and 2008 when they had 17 games left, 7-game lead, and they blew it.
Blew it.
And you never would think
You
that would
blew
happen.
it.
Well, you blew it. You blew it.
it.
I am tired. I can't do it.
Oh my God,
You had your chance to be a cop, but you blew it.
that's Sylvester Stallone. Copland.
No.
Yeah,
It's
Cop Town.
Coptown.
Coptown.
Copland. Is that the one?
Copland.
Copland.
Is that the
yeah.
one that the Mike Tyson lookalike takes the cop and throws him off the roof?
I didn't notice him as a Mike Tyson cop.
Oh, the African American gentleman throws the cop off the roof.
He puts gentleman in there. He doesn't
Gentleman.
want to say black guy.
Yeah,
He wants to say the African American
African-American
gentleman.
The convict.
Yeah, he throws him off the roof.
Yeah, that was a good movie. And Stallone doesn't get the job because he can't hear, right?
Yeah,
Got a
you
hearing
deaf fuck. Listen to me, you deaf fuck. You had a chance and you blew it. You blew it.
You stink.
Folks, share the show. Give us a like. Give us a love. Put us out there. Thank you, Greg DiFilippo, for everything you've done. We're all over, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Ann Rothney, Mickey Delaney, all you guys. Taz, the resident artist, just putting us out there. Mike Bott, appreciate it very much.
And 98 more.
The thing I was getting at when
Go
I was
ahead.
starting to talk about the White brothers before over at the Delta Club
Yes.
was there was a girl working the merch area. Her name was Tazania.
Tanzania.
Tazania. Tazania. And I said to her, do they call you Taz for short? She goes, yes, they do.
We have a cartoonist.
I was like, well, we have Taz, the resident artist, at our show. And she goes, show?
She's a great artist.
I go, yeah. I says, maybe she can draw a picture of you. And she goes, oh, that'd be great. You know,
I want you so bad to pull out Keith Rad for us.
Keith, yeah.
That's all I want. Nothing. Pontillo was a fucking home run. Izzo was
check this out,
Izzo
too.
was a home run. I'm telling you, I'm complimenting you.
No, I just thought of this because I'll forget. I'm checking all the wristbands going into the club. This one guy walks in, it's a little shaggy hair like Tom, and a woman. look like they're about 60. You know, I'm walking in. I go, "Excuse me."
Are you that guy?
I go,
Oh.
no. I go,
He's definitely that guy.
You have a wristband. He goes, I know. I go, okay, well, he's supposed to have a wristband to come in. And he goes, well, let me just tell you right now.
I'm
He
the owner
goes-
of the Phillies.
Did I tell you the story?
Yes.
Well, the bottom line
I think
is,
he did.
why can't you let me tell the story, even though I know I told you the story?
Because I want to catch you off guard.
No, you just wanted to ruin it.
Oh,
You ruined it.
no, I didn't want to.
You ruined it.
Now, was he cool at least to you?
He was very cool. So anyway, he goes, I'm the owner of the Phillies. See, now that's got no...
See, I would have said, do you have any proof of that on you?
Yeah.
Is the deed to the
So now
Phillies
I'm
in your
still-
pocket?
I'm still skeptic. So I go like this.
I would be.
What's your name? He goes, John. And this is my wife. I forgot her name. I'm going to go with
Ruth? Irene? Mabel?
Laney. For the fuck.
Laney?
Laney.
Lacey. Whatever. I'll go with something.
Lacey? Lacey
I don't know
Underall
what the
from
fuck her
Caddyshack?
Yeah, yeah. I like to skinny ski and go to bullfights on acid.
Yes.
and
I was just on last week. I was
that was
watching it.
great. That movie.
That was so good.
I laughed so hard still at that movie. But no. Oh yeah.
Well, it's hard to beat the ball when you're talking like that.
Yeah. Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Be the ball, Danny. Be the ball. So anyway, he goes, my name is John. So what do? I don't want to get caught letting
You
somebody-
Google?
I Google quick, owner of Phillies. John!
Seriously?
It's him. It's his picture. I go, I was just messing with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
He goes like this. He goes, well, don't worry. I won't be in here long. And I'm sitting there going to myself, he's thinking he's going to be celebrating the Phillies win tonight in the championship with the champagne and
That's
shit.
why he was coming up to the
Yeah.
booth.
So he hung up. So the next day, when they win, I see him on TV. I'm going, that fucking guy, there he is. Right? And he's got champagne. They're pouring it all over him. But I did say to him, I go, you built a nice team here. He goes like this. It was weird the way he answered me. He goes, hey, you think so?
He hasn't been happy with them lately. He's been complaining about them lately.
Well,
for the last
you can
3
see
weeks.
it in the way he answered
Yeah,
me.
man, he's been complaining
Wow.
about him. He's not happy. They
I
haven't
said,
been
you
playing.
built a nice team there.
He wasn't been happy. They've been talking about it.
No.
He's been talking about it for the last month now. They haven't been playing up to their capabilities.
Well, I think, the Phillies were steamrolling everybody in the beginning of the year. They probably thought they were going to run away, and then guess what? Here come the Dodgers.
The Dodgers with the best record.
Oh,
who do you
my
like?
God.
All right, wait. Mike Bott says hello. Says the studio looks great.
Mike
Bott, stop by anytime you want. Come and hang out with us. What do you think?
what?
Basically,
Who's going to the World Series?
no. Well, yeah.
What are you predicting?
What are you predicting as your World Series?
Yankees are going in the American League.
Okay.
I freaking hate you.
I predicted that.
He's been
No,
talking
you
about.
Wait a
predicted
minute.
the Rangers were going to win the Cup,
Let me tell you
and they
something.
didn't. So
Predicted-
yeah,
should they have?
I've already given you my opinion on the whammy.
Should they have?
The jinx.
Should they have won the Cup? They had the best record, not only in hockey, they had the best record they ever had.
They're going to
They
be
did.
good.
All the
had-
similarities to '94.
They won more games than anybody in the league and anyone in their history.
They did.
Right?
But then they shrunk in the playoffs,
and I
all
said
the
this
stars fell.
before the season started that I thought they were going to win the Cup. They should have. They really should have, but they didn't. The Yankees, to me, have the best roster, top to bottom, in baseball. If they lose, it's because they fucked up. It's not because they didn't deserve to win.
Well, but no, you got Nestor on the shelf now.
Well, they still have a better team.
I mean,
I have
I'm
to-
not going to say anything. I mean, Rizzo's out, but he
Who's
wasn't.
giving you a hard
he
time?
wasn't doing
Who's
anything.
giving you a hard time? Who's giving you a hard time? Detroit.
Listen,
You're playing either. I think you're
I don't
playing.
see anybody.
Tell me the last time we beat the Astros in the playoffs. I know they're not the Astros of old, but I'm just saying. I don't know. Do you want to play that right? Like we were saying before, do you want to play the Tigers?
No.
Do you want it right? Do you want to
I don't
play
think they
them?
would have much
I'm not
trouble
really
with
worried
that.
about the Royals. The Orioles. Listen, the
You wanna
Orioles
play
just
Houston?
beat us.
You want to play Houston?
Uh,
You got a vendetta with Houston.
Listen, I think I absolutely play Houston. I play anybody. It doesn't matter to me. I'm
Thing
not
is-
like, I don't want to play this one. I want to play that one.
That lineup, I mean, with Soto, Judge.
If
Stanton,
they're hot.
But they're 7-game
Well, but that's-
series. Come on.
That's
Sarah, we want more punch.
like any team, though. you have to be hot in the playoffs because you're going to see the best pitching.
I mean, Judge got his worst game of the year out of his way yesterday. 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's all right. I got it. Yeah, we
I
got
got
the
a
ice.
little-
We got ice
it's
here.
fine.
Oh, I won't chew on the last 2.
It's good enough
So
for
who do you
me,
think in
Bobby.
the So who do you think in the National League?
National League's a tough call. It should be the Dodgers, and it should or the Phillies. So
How good are the Dodgers, man? And they're
I'm
saying,
gonna go with the
They're
Phillies.
saying Otani's coming out of the bullpen. That he might.
that'd
Dude,
be,
if
that'd,
Lo-
be
if-
crazy.
I could-
That'd be stupid.
Why?
That'd be really stupid.
Why?
Because he can just hurt himself and destroy
But they
himself.
cash in on the first year of his contract. He
Yeah.
wins the World Series.
If he
for
didn't
them.
play the whole year, then he should not be playing in the playoffs.
I don't know if I would. I
Why,
mean,
if
listen,
your rehab,
he's been doing
coincides
bullpens and everything
if your
else.
rehab coincides with the playoffs, and you have a chance to get him in there and get 2 innings out of him, one every 3 games, you kidding me?
I wouldn't put it past them that they do it.
I think they're going to do that.
I really think they will.
And you want to know something? If he pitches, they're winning it. They're
Who do you-
beating everybody.
Who do you not want to play in the National League that besides the Dodgers?
Atlanta.
Well, you don't
Atlanta's
know.
tough,
You got to
yeah.
see
Atlanta.
if they get in. It could be the Diamondbacks.
I think Atlanta and the
And you
Mets
wanna
are
know
both good.
something?
You think it's going to be Mets?
And you know what? Know something? Milwaukee's they steal a lot of bases. They're pretty damn talented.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's good too. I think everybody that's in the playoffs right now, they're good teams. They're all. There's not one team you're sitting there going,
Milwaukee's
they're
actually
shit.
look what they just did. I
yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Phillies are good. Braves are good. Milwaukee's
that's
good.
why I'm saying it's a really tough call. in the
Yeah.
National
It
League.
is.
Those
San
teams are all
Diego-
pretty much.
San Diego's stacked.
The
San Diego
Padres.
is stacked.
You got 2 wild card teams out of the American League Central: Royals and Tigers.
I don't see much.
Think
I don't
about
know.
that.
Royals.
When's the last time that's happened?
And you're not going to get anything out of those two. They're not winning it. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play Detroit, but you're not getting anything out of that.
Imagine that you finish third, you got to go to the World Series.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Forget about it.
The consummate host. Thank you, Bobby.
Well, I went to the Steuben Parade.
To who?
Steuben Parade in Manhattan.
What's the Steuben
My
Parade?
son's father-in-law runs the parade.
Oh, really?
It's a German parade. Mayor Adams was there just the day before he got indicted.
What's the deal with that shit?
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah, we didn't even touch on the
You know what?
federal.
Wait. I
indictment.
want to ask. I want to go to that, but Mike Bot says if he pitches out of the bullpen, they lose him as a DH. Is that true?
Oh my God! People don't understand the DH rule. They really don't. They just don't.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. That's
If he's DHing
yes,
and he goes into the bullpen
yes,
and then he pitches,
yes.
he's still in the game. And whoever, this is what happens when a DH enters the field. The person he goes in for.
Is an automatic out, right?
No.
No, you're substituting.
Time
I'm
out.
asking.
People just don't get this rule, and I go through this with coaches all the time now. If I DH for my pitcher, and I decide that my DH is going to go play first base, okay? The first baseman comes out of the game. Guess who now has to bat in the first baseman spot?
The DH.
No, you never change the batting order. The DH, the pitcher now has to bat in the first baseman spot.
Because you substituted the DH for the pitcher.
Because the person who might enter the game, that batting spot can rotate through all 9 spots. It can rotate through all 9 spots. So the DH now goes into the game as the first baseman. The first baseman is now out of the game. Who takes his spot? The pitcher.
Check that.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm telling
because
you.
Bot's saying you're out. You're wrong.
Bot doesn't know what he's talking about. Sorry, Bot. So now the pitcher. So now, whoever. The fucked up part about it is. He's also the pitcher. So he enters the game as the DH, and he's now the pitcher. Whoever came out of the game, somebody has to come out of the game.
Okay. It's the Otani rule.
He's a different story because he's pitching.
Okay. What's it say there?
DH selected prior to the game, selected hitter must come to bat at least one time, unless the opposing team changes pitchers prior to that point. A team that chooses to not to select a DH prior to a game is barred from using a DH
That's
for the
it,
rest
over.
of the game. But a player who enters the game in place of the DH, either as a pinch hitter or a pinch runner, becomes the DH in his team's lineup thereafter.
So far, that's common sense.
Right. If a player serving as a DH is used later on defense, either first or pitcher or whatever, he continues to bat in his same lineup spot. But for the rest of the game, his team cannot use a DH to bat in place of the pitcher. The team is also barred from using a DH for the rest of the game if the pitcher moves from the mound to another defensive position. Oh, I didn't know that. So if the DH goes to pitch or Tiny goes to pitch, he can't go to another defensive position in the game after he comes out as pitcher.
Which is a good rule.
Right? He can't go to first.
No. He can't
or
go to right
outfield.
field.
Can't go to right field.
Bot's saying he can hit as a starting pitcher, not as a reliever.
You can put it, and you do. You keep him in the lineup as a starting pitcher.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me finish that sentence, though. I'll just read it again. The team is also barred from using the DH for the rest of the game if the pitcher moves from the mound to another defensive position. A player pinch hits for any other player and then becomes the pitcher, or the current pitcher pinch hits or pinch runs for the DH. Any one of those scenarios.
But it's so simple with Ohtani. He goes in to pitch. He stays in the lineup exactly where he is as the DH, but he's no longer the DH. He is now the pitcher just batting. That's all it is.
Right. And there's no DH.
You're not losing a DH because he was the DH.
Right. So in the lineup card, officially, you would slash out DH and put P?
P. Change position.
Change position.
He stays as a pitcher now.
Right. In the same lineup spot.
Exactly. Now, if he comes out of the game as a pitcher.
Now there's no DH.
There's no DH in the person.
You have the pitcher
The pitcher
hitting.
has to bat in that spot. So if he's saying that's the reason they lose the DH, okay, then that would be the reason. But you're not losing
Still
anything.
him. Right.
He's still hitting. He's hitting exactly where he was. But the rule is, and most people don't get this, and I argue with people all the time in baseball. I'm like, all right, when I'm doing a game, they go, no, these two are buried together. So the pitcher goes in the game, and he's now the guy's DHing for him is out of the game. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I go, what happens is the pitcher goes into the game. Pitcher goes into the game now as a. No, the DH goes into the game as a position player. He's playing shortstop now. So now he started the game as a DH. He's still batting in the same spot in the batting order. But the pitcher that he was DHing for now has to bat in the shortstop spot.
In the shortstop spot.
Yep.
Right. Right. Because he will still bat in the same lineup spot.
Can't change your batting order.
Can't change the batting order. Right.
So nobody's married to anything. It drives me nuts when people say this.
Well, you're married to that player in that lineup spot.
Don't
Right?
get annoyed.
You'll never move.
He's a loyal listener.
Who?
He's a loyal listener, Mike Bob.
I'm not getting annoyed at him.
All right, good. Well, I'm not annoyed at him.
I'm getting annoyed at
I'm
coaches.
annoyed at Mike Bob. I love Mike Bob.
The whole thing that's going on in my head right now is coaches who tell me that no. I mean, if your DH is in the field, your pitcher has to come out. No, he doesn't.
Not unless he was a pitcher first and then went
See,
to a
what
defensive
the argument
position.
they use is, oh, you put your DH in to play first base now? No, now your pitcher's out of the game. I go, why? Well, they're married together. They're like, well, who's batting in that spot of the first baseman? I'm like, the pitcher.
Yeah, the pitcher.
Hey, let's hope. I'm hoping he gets in. I hope.
That'll be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. All right, let's say thank you to BAC Systems, Inc. in Farmingdale, New York, 516-797-4990 for your air conditioning and heating. Thank you, Brian May and psychic medium Shelby May for contributing $500 to the Victoria Vicky Vasquez Memorial Scholarship Fund. Again, BAC Systems, now that it's getting a little cold there, if you need some heating in Farmingdale or the areas around, 516-797-4990.
I'm looking for a new oil delivery service. Who we got?
Ask him. Reach out to him. Brian Mays, one of the nicest guys. Farmingdale. He's always been great to me. Bottles on Broadway, fine wine and spirits. Rinda Palia, 1083 North Broadway, Massapequa, New York. 516-694-1909. Bottles on Broadway. Pat Walsh Realty, 516-369-8241. Listen, Pat will get your house sold. He'll get you money. If he's got to do a little cash on the side and everything else.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Pat Walsh runs a legitimate
I
realty
know.
business, people.
All right.
All right,
You're
never
looking
mind the
at
Graza rantings and jokes.
Couple of dollars under
All right?
the table.
Yeah,
Forget
no.
about it.
Pat Walsh runs a legitimate business, people.
Pat Walsh Realty, 516-369-8241. He'll take an envelope. Rob will try
If it's a divorce situation and one of the parties of the divorce does not want to sell, he can coerce them into selling with using various methods. Various methods.
Pat Walsh Realty, various methods used. Rob will try to go law.
Our motto, anything for a sell.
Rob,
Nothing stands in the way of the sale.
Gets in the way of the sell.
Rob will try to go law.
Just write that commission check payable to Pat Walsh Realty.
Pat Walsh.
Realty. Rob Electronica Law Firm, 516-796-9760.
Oh,
As
God.
Bobby can attest, Rob's a great guy. He's an excellent lawyer. He's gotten me twice. I've won with him. I think you've won with him.
Gotten me twice. I won with
One
him.
with him.
I won with him.
I don't know
He's
what
a
that
great
means.
guy. Rob Electronica Law in Levittown, 516-796-9700. I can't read my
Gibberish.
my gibberish.
Hieroglyphics.
Gibberish.
Yeah.
It's like my old friend, Mr. Monk, my teacher from North High School.
Mr.
He was my
Monk.
social studies
Monk.
teacher, Mr. Monk. He was
Was
funny
he also
as
a
hell.
dentist? I used to have a Dr.
No.
Monk. He was a
No.
dentist.
Mr. Monk. He was social studies teacher. He used to go like he was actually a Hindu, but he was just as like an Irish guy, whatever. But his name was Monk, and he used to say words like you say something, he'd go Bali Bali. I'm like, what the fuck is Bali Bali? I don't know what Bali Bali means. If somebody could look that up.
I mean,
for me.
like, I think it means like
if somebody,
BS.
Bunk was, he used to go like this. Somebody said something BS story. He'd go, bunk! That's bunk! You
That's
hear
bunk.
after school. Bunk! And he would, like, if people had their hands up, he would always go, all right, down the row. All right, down the row here. Down the road here. All right, you. Then you go, Bali, Bali, Bali. I was like, what the fuck is Bali, Bali? I don't know what Bali, Bali was. All these years later, I want to know what Bali, Bali was.
There you go.
Bali, Bali.
Bali Bali. That's fucking great.
Bali, Bali, Bali. 6 definitions. Here we go.
Go. I want to know it.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah. I got to. It's going right through me. I gotta go pee.
Bali means something in Marathi, Hindi,
Hindi.
and biology. If you want to know the exact meaning, history, etymology, or English translation of this term, then check out the description on this page, blah, blah, blah. Bali in Malaysia is the name of a plant. Okay.
Well, he
hold
wasn't
on.
talking about plants.
No, he wasn't talking about plants. Bali is a tongue, language, speech, or dialect, an agreement, settlement, stipulation, also an engagement or a promise to make a reservation or to a language, an agreement, or a promise. Hindi dictionary, Bali, a dialect, a mode of speaking, or a bid, parentheses, in an auction. To taunt, sarcastic remarks, vulgar remarks,
Ah, that's when he used to say it.
sarcastic utterance, sarcasm, vulgar remarks again. To
See,
taunt,
like somebody be saying
to
something.
slight someone. So, I get it.
So every time
Bali,
somebody,
Bali.
every time somebody got out of hand in class, said something stupid,
He
or
would
whatever,
say
he would go,
Bali,
Bali,
Bali.
Bali.
Right.
And
That's
I'd
not
be like,
nice.
Yeah. Like you're right to
He believed in Hinduism. Mr. Monk, cool guy, really cool guy. He's one of those guys who wore the flannel shirt all the time with the sleeves rolled up. And he had these gigantic wrists. He had these big forearms.
Oh,
and
yeah?
shit. And he always wore his watch backwards. Those guys who always wore the watch backwards used to blow my
yeah,
mind.
underneath.
Oh, they do it all the time. My father used to do that too. He used to have it right
Yeah.
like on
I don't like
his-
it.
I'll tell my dad.
Tommy Bianco used to do that too.
I'll tell my dad.
Tell your father I don't like it. Tell him to stop that. 70 years later, we're going to tell him to stop.
Fucking great.
All right. Cross has got to go.
I'm not
He's-
going. I'm
he's
just
going
gotta
to
go to
the
the
Where you
bathroom.
going?
He's going to the brand
I'm
new
going to the
toilet,
bathroom.
which we're going to listen for the flush.
Oh, that's right. The
of this
brand new
brand new
bathroom
toilet.
is really nice.
Right, and we're going to see he shake the whole
He
table.
almost knocked the whole table over getting out.
But look, we're right here. Here.
By the way,
Long Island. If you look at the weather map, you'll notice
see we have
we have a high coming in.
Long Island.
We had a high going
Right
out
here.
just now.
See that?
Oh, long eye. See, you got to work your fingers right.
There you
I
go.
crack up at these people.
I
who
like the
actually-
weathermen.
They do the weather. There's really no.
No, they're looking at the screen
they're
this
looking
way.
at- but they're looking
And then
at-
they're looking
and
like this.
And behind them is a blank wall.
Yeah.
And they do that
Yeah.
and they learn how to do it. But that's cool.
Um,
News 12, baby.
Josh Allen fumbles.
News 12 is the biggest sarcastic, biggest sham of a radio of a TV station I've ever seen. They're so liberal, so anti-Republican, so anti-Trump, and D'Esposito, who's a great guy. They're slamming this guy.
Oh yeah, they're smearing him. He's a tenant in one of our buildings.
Anthony
He has
D'Esposito.
his office in one of our buildings.
He's a great guy.
We deal with protests.
They
now
are
and
so
then.
full of shit with him. He was a good cop. He's pro-cop. And they're just besmirching his name now with these stupid ads they're putting out there.
Yeah, what? Something about is like Gumata was on the payroll or something? Like a weird story like that.
That's a different story. That's no. This is now the new ads say something like he was a bad cop. He was brought up on
They're just trying to
disciplinary
pile on.
action. Who gives a shit? You know what? I've been brought up on disciplinary action. Doesn't mean I'm not good at what I do, but just you do some fucked up things once in a while. So what? But anyway, the thing is, the thing with they actually used the word mistress on purpose to besmirch him. What he did was he was going out with somebody, and he put her on, got her a job. And if you're going to tell me you don't realize that that's what politicians do, that they hire people, and we're talking about $25,000 a year job, like a part-time job and a seasonal thing.
Right.
He gave her a job for the summer or something like that, and people do it all the time. And then he also hired a relative, or his wife's, his fiance. He hired his fiance, who he's not even married to yet. He hired her for something too, another small job. And people do this all the time, and they're making a big fuss out of it. But folks, get out there on November 5th and vote for Anthony D'Esposito because he's a great guy, and he's going to do a good job for us, and he's been doing a good job for us. And if you think Laura Gillen's any good, forget about it.
I don't know who that is.
She's the one he beat the last time.
No.
Laura Curran, I'm sorry.
Oh, Laura Curran, right.
Well, no, Laura Curran was
She used to be the county executive.
Laura Gillen is the
Oh my
Congress.
God! One of the best clips ever from COVID was when she came out and she was doing a promotion of the fact that they were opening up like the Nassau County tennis courts. We're going to be open, but they had all these rules about the tennis balls. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
phenomenal segment in the press conference because she has to talk
Don't let
about
anybody touch your ball.
right. You can't touch the other person's balls, but you can only touch your own balls.
Yeah.
So bring your tennis balls
Yeah.
and come
That's
play
what
at
she did.
Eisenhower Park.
It was
Dude,
all
it's the
over the news.
funniest thing.
Really?
It's on YouTube. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
She's good looking
So
too,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Ah, please.
She's, she's an attractive woman. Not terrible.
Is my mic on?
Yes.
All right.
I think she was saying turn your mic off when you go to the bathroom. Like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Remember the time I
Yes.
went and I had the remote mic
That
on
was the first night, I think.
I think that was the first night we were here. Yeah.
You're pissing in
I
the
was
bathroom. We hear you going,
Because we had remote.
fucking. I remember Michelle asked us, says, "Is Richie's mic on? Is he peeing?" Fucking. It was
You
me.
thought it was over, it started again, It was like,
Wow, he's got a
Need
got
some
a stream
Flomax.
going.
Yeah.
Need some Flomax.
Get this guy a prescription.
Holy shit! I remember that. All right.
Well, she remembered that, Ann Rothney.
You can barely see us. Oh my god!
that's all right. It's good.
It is a little dark.
Folks,
That's
I hope
all
you
right.
like
We're
our
gonna get a
new.
little more light.
I hope you like our new studio again.
Now, don't put up like Yankee Stadium lights in front of us. Now they're gonna blind us, right? He's not gonna do
Is that what he's doing right now?
No,
No.
Bobby's on his phone.
No, he's fine.
Stu Studio.
He's not doing
Bobby,
anything.
you're not putting up like big LED lights that are gonna shine in our face, right? All right, no.
Going to be ballpark
What's the
style
plan? Should we get the
lights.
plan? Let's go. What's
plan is I just have to get a subtle light just to illuminate just a little bit of your faces because you're too dark. But not much. Not going to be.
If I tilt back like
Dude, I think I'm ecstatic. I think you did great.
I'm a
I
static.
think if you could tilt, yeah, I know.
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, see, all right.
Oh,
that
that's good
little
right
bit
there.
makes a big difference. Yeah, that's it right there.
I couldn't get it on the track.
Yeah, because you don't want
D. Filippo says, nice ass, Bobby.
That's pretty good. Nice ass, Bobby.
D. Filippo says,
Yeah,
wow,
that's good.
you're svelte. You got a nice,
No,
nice
that's
figure
good.
there, Bobby.
Yep.
I love you, Greg. I'm tired tonight.
It's
Oh, stop your shit. You did a good job. All right? Stop your crap. We're fucking here. We're having a good time. You did good.
I just said
Stop. All right, you did a great job. Enough already.
He did a good
Go
job.
away.
Go away. We got
Are
a
we gonna
studio.
yell at the guy?
I'm not yelling at him. I love
You
him.
did a nice job.
I did a fucking
You're
great
the one,
job.
You're the one who brought him over here to compliment him, and you yell
Right,
at him.
and then yelling at him to get out of the room.
'Cause you know why? Because he's a radio hog.
'Cause he did a good job.
He's a radio hog. On our show, he wants time.
I invited him in.
You don't got to say about a vitamin. I'm the one who invites him in.
Oh, here we go with that.
Here we go with that now. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, look. See now, this is just we go as we float.
That
He just
midstream.
Well, you said guinea pig tonight, so let's see. What do we got?
here's the original
Oh,
plan.
we're gonna have brick wall time.
Share the show. Give us
No
a love.
ivy?
Give us a like.
Just brick.
Share us all over the world
Combo.
like Greg D. Filippo does. Because of that, man, and a few of your... Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yeah, but that really makes us look like we're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Time
The
out.
backlight.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. Time out. Wait,
Too much
wait.
backlight.
I like that. But can we have limo talk on the other
Yeah,
side?
can we have our own show logo?
Yeah. What? What? I have given you my blood, sweat,
what's
2.5
what's the
years
charge?
worth of talent. Wait, time out. Of
Blood,
talented
sweat,
fucking
2.5
radio. I brought you professional Vinny. The kid was leaving. He loves Inns. He likes Inns and Trump. Didn't you not know that?
And pizza.
And pizza.
I love pizza.
What about Inns? You didn't say you like Inns.
I told you he likes pizza.
Come on, I
lying.
brought you fucking quality stuff for 2.5 years. Look what I
Wait, you
get.
brought Vinny here?
Yes, in my own little way. Shh. Shut up.
Technically, Vinny brought Vinny here 2 summers ago.
Vinny,
2 summers ago.
Vin,
But who's counting?
Vin.
Listen, Vinny, don't cloud a good story with
Yeah,
facts.
Vin, come on.
All right,
just-
nobody wants.
just
Nobody
give us
wants
a
the facts. We
Well,
want.
how do I
The
do
Gross
it?
just
Yeah.
wants a good story.
Hey, I want a story, dude. Go with
I'm
it.
lying. I'm full of shit. It was all made up.
Vinny, who brought you here?
What?
What?
How did you get here,
How'd
Vinny?
you get here, Vinny? Was it
Graz.
not?
It
Thank
was all
you.
Graz,
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you. It was
That's all
all
I wanna
him.
know. How do you think Michelle has asked
what we
us
thought.
here? Teresa brought us here. Goots is here. They're all here. See you next Tuesday because of this show. Because we're successful. Look, he's looking at us.
Because we're wonderful people.
The domino effect.
It is the
Right.
domino
The
effect.
Graz effect.
If we're not doing good here,
Brought on
they're
by
not
nausea.
coming here. I'm telling you. I believe that. What'd you say?
I said brought on by nausea and severe vomiting. The Graz effect.
Really?
Side effects
Why
may
did you fucking
vary.
say it? He said it.
Really? Both, but here we go. It's about to shift again. A 6-week
I
run.
made a cut. You never said a word.
Do you see
You don't
this?
even say a
Do you
word.
See this? You see this? He is actually egging on an onslaught on himself. He's egging on.
Yeah.
See,
I
it's
am.
just like we are not doing
You're right.
anything here.
Yeah.
Yet he wants it. He's like a cat or a dog that just
I
tantalizes
need
you
attention.
to the point where you just got to smack him in the head.
Yes.
Smack him in the head.
Yes.
Greg DiFilippo says Graz also believes that the Earth is flat.
Isn't it? All these conspiracy theorists out there who think that we were behind 9/11 and the Earth is really flat and we never went to the moon. Anybody got any talk about that? Did we go to the moon?
I listen. Wait. Yeah, I think we have. I think we
Not
saw.
sure?
I think we saw something there and never will go back. I believe that. I believe something.
Oh, we got scared off.
I think that Buzz Aldrin, that guy, who was the first one that landed?
Neil Armstrong got it.
He says that his crazy shit was going on the moon. Why are you looking at me like I got 9
I've
heads?
never heard this before.
Oh, he's going to look. Boardop's looking it up right now.
Some crazy shit was going on the moon.
What's-
like creatures?
What? Whether or not they went to the moon? Is that what I'm looking up?
No, I believe that they saw extraterrestrials there. I think that they saw extraterrestrials there, and that's the reason why.
Oh, you mean
nobody-
like Area 51? And
That's why
all that
nobody's.
kinda-
I don't
all that
think.
kinda
I don't
stuff?
think anybody's been up there since because they saw something. That's what I believe.
Yeah, but they kept going back. Apollo 13 tried again, and they didn't.
So you
even
think they saw aliens on the moon, and that's why we haven't gone back?
Correct. Can I have some music, please? And not
that's
Tears for
interesting.
Fears. Something
Oh, I don't
different.
believe there's any life on the moon.
Give me some.
Well, I'm talking about the people who actually say that this stuff is filmed in a desert in fucking Arizona, and it really didn't happen. That's what I'm talking about. That we never went there.
Well, do you believe I'm wrong or I'm right?
I don't believe in any extraterrestrial.
You don't believe in extraterrestrials at all?
No, not
So
even. Not even if
No?
somebody. Not even if somebody got me to talk with them.
God.
You don't really? You don't believe in any alien
So
life
you're
forms?
telling me somebody's sitting there and you're sitting on this on the bridge. You're on the bridge, and we're hanging out.
What bridge?
We're right over
right
here.
here, on the
We're right
bridge.
here. We're smoking a joint by the rocks. We're watching the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's me.
right, where I would
It's
be.
you. It's you.
Brooklyn,
the dealer, me,
Borough
my
Park.
wife. We're hanging out here, and we're just hanging out.
Right.
We're looking at the thing,
The bridge.
the bridge, and all of a sudden, something stops in the middle of goes across, stops, hovers, and goes. You're gonna tell me.
I'm gonna say this is good weed. This is really good weed. Where'd you get it?
You're not gonna tell me. Come on.
Why would they do that? Why don't they just present themselves?
So then why is there Area 51? There is shit
I don't know
going
what
on.
51 is. What is that?
Area 51's in Las Vegas or Reno, Nevada.
Is it? No, it's not in Reno, Nevada.
It's in Nevada, isn't it?
Make shit up.
I know.
It's in Reno, Nevada. Look it up.
People don't know where Area 51 is. That's why
Look,
it's a secret.
I don't believe. First of all, look at all the pictures people come up with when they talk about these extraterrestrials, when they talk about the spaceships that come. Why are they always blurry and grainy? I got a nice piece of shit phone here on my iPhone. I could take a nice clear picture of anything, anytime, which is not the best quality because the pixels are not as great as the new phone would be, but I could still take a picture and you know where I was and what I saw. All right? But the point is, all the pictures people ever come up with Sasquatch and extraterrestrials, whatever the fuck they got,
always grainy.
are always blurry. And Elvis, always blurry behind a bush. You know, give me a nice clear picture. Don't tell me anything exists when you got nothing but grainy, shitty pictures.
Ann Rotney says, I have met Neil Armstrong a couple of times working at Edwards Air Force Base, and he said they really been to the moon.
Of course they've been to the moon. So I'm saying I'm denouncing these theorists who believe they never went.
Oh, I believe
Debunking.
they went, but I believe they saw something there and don't want to go back. I believe there's some kind of.
Over Macho Grande?
I believe there's.
I'll never get over
I believe
Macho
there's
What the hell
some.
would they see there?
I think there's some kind of treaty. That's why we've never.
treaty.
We've
The
never.
guy said
Whoa,
they
whoa,
were
with the
po-
moon?
with a podium.
We have a
No.
treaty with
No,
the moon.
I think we have a treaty with the.
Where are we going with this
we have-
conversation?
Vinny, do you have
We
any?
have a treaty with the moon.
Instead of
Hold on, let me Google moon treaty. Hold on. Time out. I got to see what comes up now.
I just
They had
walked back in
pens.
the moon treaty.
Moon,
What do
the
you guys
moon
talk-
treaty.
Vinny, I said I believe that the extraterrestrials have
Typing it in.
a treaty.
You are,
Oh,
you are
hold on.
You believe aliens have a
Wait,
treaty?
It came up.
Wait, moon treaty. What's a moon
Oh my
treaty?
God. The Moon Treaty, also known as the agreement governing the activities of states on the moon and
correct.
other
That's
celestial bodies, was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly in 1979.
That's agreement to go to the moon.
Do you have any extraterrestrial music or noises in that fun fair you got there? Vin?
I don't know what would qualify. as
If
The
treaties-
treaty establishes an international framework for governing the use of
right,
the moon.
the use of the moon
and its
the-
resources.
and what it can
That's
be
the Moon Treaty.
deployed as. I should
All right,
say. I
it's
don't
not
know
a
better.
deal with the aliens to come here so we can study them.
See, this is bad when you try to read when you're wasted.
No, Ann Rothney believes the same thing. She says, good theory, Graz. I believe what you're saying is true. I believe that
Doesn't
there's...
she work at a liquor store?
No, and she used to work at
I'm
Edwards.
picturing.
She used
Neil
to work at
Armstrong.
Edwards Air Force Base.
I'm picturing Neil Armstrong with some moon people that talk like Indians, like we smoke 'em peace pipe.
You come
No,
up to my
you
moon.
never come to moon again. Moon is out of limits for you.
Vin,
We are the
love
Hakawi
moon.
Indians. We are the Where the heck are we?
you don't believe me?
No, the Fagawis.
Fuckowis.
That's what my father used to call 'em all the time.
Fuckowis. The Fuckowis are on the moon.
So where the fuck are we?
Are on F Troop. They were like, "You never come to moon again."
So you don't think
All right,
there's a
we're
treaty?
signing- we signed treaty
No.
and smoke 'em peace pipe.
You think there's a treaty with who?
I think there's an extraterrestrial treaty.
You-
I believe that we have some form of a treaty.
Oh my God! Wow.
What?
You
Why?
really think there's some kind of a treaty with
Yes.
aliens?
Yes.
In writing.
Well,
and they've
some-
signed it
some
with their
kind of
three
agree-
big fingers.
Some kind of agreement.
Okay, they held the pen.
Some kind of agreement like,
Is it like a paw print?
Oh, this is even better. There's a signal.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I think they got a
code.
clicking noise.
Clicking those code.
I'm telling you, there's a treaty. There's an extra. Look up extraterrestrial treaty. I think there's a
It
treaty.
ain't coming up.
I think it's coming up.
It's gonna come up, Graz.
Limo.
See limo talk, Graz.
You don't believe that there's any?
No,
I believe there's a.
not on the moon anyway. I
Well,
think
no.
way out. there
No,
might
I think there's a treaty with the aliens. Vinny, what do you think? Do you think I know we got about 15 minutes.
Define treaty.
I think that we have an unspoken agreement with aliens for them not to attack us because they realize that in any second
They
can,
say if
they
we
can
come back
they can
next time-
There's
obliviate
an
us.
outer space treaty.
Okay,
we come back next time with can of Pringles, and we can come back unlimited trips.
Well, the basic thought principle is that if aliens
Bring
could
us Chips
find
Ahoy.
us, that their technology would be so damn advanced that we'd just be fucking cooked.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So I think that they don't want to do that, and they're observing us from afar.
Yeah, it's kind of like you see an anthill, you don't always just
What have we learned
destroy
about this
it,
guy?
you know, you just
Graz?
kind of stare at it. Yeah.
Graz is an alien who was born in a pickle bucket.
Right.
Fucking Greg.
Way to go, Greg. That's a good one.
What you? So, do you believe in aliens, Vincent?
I think
Professional Vinny?
statistically it makes more sense to believe in aliens, so yeah.
Do you
What'd he
believe?
say?
So he said statistically, he believes in aliens.
I believe in aliens. They're crossing the border every day.
No, I'm talking about extraterrestrial. You know what I mean. Beep bop, beep bop.
We got to build the wall. Got to build the treaty wall.
Gotta build the
The
space
Graz
wall.
Treaty wall. The space
Now we need
wall.
a space
We're gonna
wall.
put a roof on the United States of America. We're putting a dome.
We gotta go all, and we're
We're
gonna
going
get.
all out with the dome, with the treaty with the aliens, and we'll never go up there again, and they'll never come down here. Never.
I've heard he said something once.
No illegal aliens.
I bet he knows more than I'm telling you. He knows more too.
Oh, he knows some shit.
He knows some shit. I'm telling you.
That's
he
why they
knows-
want to get rid of him.
I agree. I agree. And I'm telling you, I think there's an agreement.
I think
think
do
he was the
believe-
one
I
that
do
did it.
believe there's life somewhere else.
Okay.
I just don't think it's on the moon. I don't think we signed a treaty.
Fine.
Right.
But I think there are other aliens from
Well,
afar.
they're not aliens if they're home. They're only aliens if they come here, and I haven't seen them yet.
Extraterrestrial aliens, not aliens from Nicaragua and
Right.
places like that. Aliens, extraterrestrial aliens from Pluto, Saturn, or something from what's the name of that? Guardians of the Galaxy. Something 100,000 years. Whoosh, they come.
100,000 leagues under the sea.
90,000, 99,000.
Now, you
99
guys are making.
90,000
You don't
leagues.
believe in any of that. You don't think there's any.
Look,
I do.
all
I
I
just
know
don't think
is-
there's anything in writing.
I didn't say there was in writing. Go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, they're signing treaties. They speak English. These fucking aliens speak English.
If they're signing treaties, there's something in writing.
They have a signature. An alien has a signature.
Okay.
An extraterrestrial.
How about a
has their
verbal?
own signature.
Is
They're-
it beyond-
They're signing the ball on the sweet spot.
That would be nice.
I hate you. Is it beyond?
Hey, Mr. E.T., can I get your autograph?
Is it beyond the realm of? Is it beyond,
Extraterrestrial
Yes, it's beyond the realm.
Graz.
you don't think so?
No. I do believe there's some sort of life out there. Yes. And one day it might present itself, but why haven't they now? Why would they come into a area where there's wide open fields and acres of farmland, and some hillbilly is walking through the woods and gets brought into the spacecraft and gets examined for a couple of hours, and they let him go, and nobody sees it, nobody knows anything except but this one fucking guy is screaming about how he was taken into a spacecraft and examined, and they shoved probes up his ass and shit and checked everything out on him, and they let him go, and then there's no evidence in the field anywhere that anything landed or anything, and then I start thinking the guy's he's on peyote.
Come on.
Why would they do that? Why don't they present themselves and say, "Hi, we're aliens. We didn't come over.
We're
your
here.
we didn't come over your wall, and you haven't built a dome yet. But we come in here to say hello, and we're out here. And if you need anything, let us know. We have a drive-through. We just
Drive-through.
come on over. We got some good shit.
We got some Chick-fil-A.
We're not going to hurt you,
know?
and you're not going to hurt us, and we're going to fucking leave if you're going to get angry, if you're going to piss us off. But we're here. What's wrong with that?
Right.
I don't
Why is it gotta be so
know.
Can we set up a
secretive?
meeting with Elon
But
Musk?
why recently has there been more and more chatter about
The weed is
extraterrestrial-
better. That's why.
Oh, please.
Weed is better.
D. Filippo says Graz also has been to quite a few Diddy
But
freak
let
offs.
me be on the record of saying I do believe there's other. Why do they have to have a head? Why do they have to have arms and legs? Why? What? They're not going to necessarily look like that.
I think they're taking shapes of different people. Like you two could
I
be
think they
aliens.
might be in our government right now. That's possible.
Possible.
They might have infiltrated our government because I
That's
think Nancy Pelosi has like these fucking sunken eyes and shit in his face that looks like it's been plastered on her, and her and even Mitch McConnell. What the fuck kind of face is that? You
Greg
know,
D. Filippo
He's-
said
he's
P-
messed up.
Greg said P. Diddy.
P Diddy. He looks like an alien.
They're doing a lot of anal probing.
You know what? They're talking Valley Stream Central High School's having a walkout tomorrow. Fifth period.
Why?
To free Diddy.
Oh, come on.
Free
Oh,
Diddy.
come on.
I'm not kidding.
Free Diddy.
It's the town I live in.
Fifth period walkout
Yeah.
for a guy that's done some pretty horrible stuff.
Yep.
But we'll support him.
I'll tell you what, though. Trump said it. Adams went against Biden on the border wall. He said that we need to close the border, and Biden said no. And he said, you're not sending these people to New York City anymore. We're overflowed with people. Send them somewhere else. You want to let them in? Send them somewhere else. And Trump said at the time, Trump said at the time, give it a year. This guy will be indicted on some charges. He will.
They'll go after
And he
him.
did, and he did.
Of course they do.
The government did. You know, it's people forget that now Kamala Harris is fucking talking about closing borders. Tim Walz himself said this. He goes, how high are they building that wall? They said the wall is 25 feet. He goes, good, I'm starting to sell ladders that are 30 feet. So they get him over because he wants to let them all in. But now all of a sudden they've done this total about face, which you got to understand that nothing they say right now will they ever do. They will never do anything.
Or why would they have done it already?
They would have been doing
They
it.
would have been doing it already.
They've constantly changed their tune to think that they're suiting the voter.
All right.
They're not even hiding the lying and the
No.
hypocrisy at all.
No.
It's not even like we're trying to disguise what we're doing. We're just lying to your face and spitting on you.
Because people are so stupid and they know it. They know how stupid people really are. There are so many people that are misinformed. There are so many people that are uninformed, and they will believe anything that's thrown in their face on some stupid news show. And sad, really is, because these people. That's why you should have some sort of. You should pass a test to vote. You should pass a fucking test, a current events, some sort of test that you know what's going on in the world before you're given the opportunity to go vote in an election. Come on.
All right, you can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, LinkedIn, Roku, Spreaker, GothamGoldGraz.com, Ins41.com, Instagram, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. We are back next week to hang out in our new studio for the first night. He likes this song.
All together now.
All together now.
All together, that one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I take you out the door?
Listen, it's on.
5, 6,
Sicko Merchandising.
10, I love you.
Come say hello to Bobby Lacerra at Strong Island Clothing Company, 20 Broadway. He'll give you a good deal. Trust me. He needs the money.
All together now.
Together now.
He needs
All
the money
together
now.
All together now.
He needs the money
together
now.
All together now.
He needs the money
together
now.
Together now.
He needs the money now.
Take you out to tea.
All right. Who do we talk to tonight, Richie?
Ann Rothney, Greg DiFilippo, Bruno Coppola, Taz the resident artist, Taz the resident artist,
That's the residue artist.
residue artist, Mike Bott. Mike Bott in the DH role. Michelle Asta, Chris Smith. Please share the show. Bobby Lacerra was checking in tonight on Strong Island TV. Gotham Gold Graz was around. Mickey Delaney. Did I say Chris Smith? I did. And Rothry got Michelle Asta. I think we covered everybody. And 90, hold on.
Fran Gatto, no?
Oh,
No, Frangano.
Frangano.
Kathy
99
hasn't been
more.
around. A few people haven't been around lately. Where's the
99.
Daler? The Daler hasn't been watching.
She's watching.
Where's
She just told me
Karen Curion?
She's watching. She told me she's watching. I just
Where's
looked.
Karen Curion?
Karen
Carrie,
Curion.
where's the sister or the the niece,
Oh no, that's her
Cartel.
sister.
the sister from Florida. Come on now, new listeners.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
listen.
you know what?
Where's Australia?
She's not watching. She's listening.
All right, that's fine. Let's get to Erica Novelli.
What about Pat Walsh Realty?
I don't know, but
Pat Walsh.
Erica Novelli, thank you for your contribution to the Vicky Vasquez
Under
Fund.
the table, Pat.
BAC Systems, Bottles on Broadway, Pat Walsh Realty, Under the Table, Pat. Library
Stop
Cafe,
calling him that with fun.
MERS, Sean. I
Mers.
didn't collect the money from Sean Connolly and Charlie Myers. Forget about them. Greg DiFilippo, Electronic
I
Law
thought Charlie
Firm.
was going to be on the show.
Did you
Dude,
get
okay.
any more since the show? Have you got any more
I
money?
started-
So hold on. Put my on, and we're going to get through this. You got 5 minutes.
Have you put
Hey, Vinny, I might need an extra minute. So here's my deal. I got a problem here. And my problem is the amount of comedians that blew us off for a fundraiser that everyone got paid pretty good damn money for. Pontillo made good money. Michelle made good money. Izzo made good money.
Everybody made
Steve-
good money.
Yeah, everybody